I led Thomas Mitchell to the Lord in here a couple of months ago, and he was in the other dorm. When they moved me down here, I discovered he's here too. So he and I are in the same rack. He's on the top bunk, and I'm on the bottom bunk, and he comes from a Bible study. He's 30 years old, very pessimistic, very melancholy, and the Lord is really working in him. He's just a brand new Christian. He's growing. Tattooed from head to foot.
Ooh.
He's a drug dealer. He's, I think, 30, 31. He's got the golden diamond teeth.
Oh.
What they do is when a car comes down the street, they just flash that at him, and they know, oh, hey, there's a drug dealer. So they know where to get drugs. Anyway, he's saved now, wants to live for the Lord and do what's right. He's probably going to go to prison for 2 years or 3. We don't know yet. He goes to trial here soon, or goes to court soon. Anyway, his girlfriend he's lived with for 7 years, I guess that'd be a common law wife now. They have 2 sons. But he's worried about her, Brittany, that she has gone back into drugs, which she probably has. And so Brittany's mother, Betty, lives 30 miles from here in a town called Navarre. And he said, could somebody please call Betty and find out how Brittany is? He doesn't have any money on his account. He hasn't been able to speak to the kids, but they're both like 5 or 6 years old, in a month and a half. And you don't need to do anything on this. I mean, he drives me crazy sometimes, whining and complaining, but he does indeed want to at least get somebody a message. So if we could get, there might be an opportunity. He thinks Betty is a Christian and is saved, and of course is disgusted with the drug lifestyle that he chose and her daughter chose, Brittany. Anyway, I'll give you the number, and if you feel led, call her and just kind of check things out. Let her know that I am trying to disciple him.
Okay.
And let her know about the website, and she can listen to some of the interviews and say that, oh, he's with a guy who may help. Her number is 850, Miss Betty.
Got it.
And his name is Thomas, and his common-law wife is Brittany.
Got it.
And he says, tell her I love her and miss them, and to please write and let me know what's going on. But of course, if she has indeed gone back into drugs, that's the last thing she's going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, Ernie, I just talked to Ernie. He said things are pretty hot out there, huh?
Yes, it sure is. A lot of activity going on, and a lot of people are waking up to the injustices that have been done in your situation.
Well, I told Ernie, I said, is this document you want me to file? By the way, in that document, he said he mailed it to you. He still has the word withdraw misspelled in 5 or 6 places. It should be withdrawal. He's not super with English. He's a country boy from Alabama. I'll correct that on mine when I file it. Also, I asked him to email you. My daughter and wife and everybody's extremely upset that Diane Hummel's address is in that confession about coffee.
Oh, no.
So if you can edit out the address or change it and put in a fake one, 101 Main Street or something.
Okay. Was that in the audio when you did the when you did the reading, I think, right?
Right. Can you edit out that part?
Yes, I sure can. I will absolutely do that.
Okay. Yeah, just take that out, then clip it out. Okay.
Okay.
But somebody typed it up. That lady from Canada typed it up, and her grammar was, I remember all those typos in it I read to you.
Yeah.
There's half a dozen more I found too, so before that gets posted, send it to me what you have, and I'll have to make some more corrections.
Okay.
The audio can stay in. Just clip out her address if you would, Diane Hummel.
Okay.
Okay, I am ready for more questions if you got time.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's emails and questions that are coming in continually, just to let you know, and looks like there's some more radio interviews, and we're trying to make sure that they understand that they can get you directly if they set up a collect account. But so we'll continue to work those. It's amazing to me also, Dr. Hovind, it's the international appeal that this case has brought on. I didn't quite expect that, but just people from all over the world. I guess your videos have traveled the globe, quite interesting.
Hey, I might recommend that you contact Al Jazeera, Muslim radio.
Okay.
And because it was a Muslim, my cellmate, who did the Liz Pendens and suggested I file it, and I think he was dead on right. I should have, and I did the right thing. But they might want to know, he's probably now being persecuted. They should check into him. How's he doing up there? Are they giving him a hard time? Have Al Jazeera do a report on this. What happened to him because of him helping me?
Right.
I'd be willing to predict he's been contacted up there by the Alphabet Gang, and they ought to let everybody know.
Yeah. Amen, amen. Full disclosure, let's shine the light and make a lot of noise. Amen.
Sure, and they would be more likely to just let everybody, and the foreign media, they don't care. Matter of fact, they love making, and the communist media, they love making fun of America. And I'm about as anti-communist as it gets, but they ought to know.
Yeah.
Look what's happening in this country.
Yes.
They ought to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Our government ought to be embarrassed at what they did to me and how they allow this.
Amen.
Who exactly is this IRS, and who exactly is this federal judge system? Is this the constitutional Article 3 court? If it's not, let everybody know, hey, we're a military court. You're on board a ship. I mean, I don't know if that's true, but I think it is.
Yeah.
If this is maritime law, well, then let us know.
Yeah.
Announce it, for heaven's sake.
Yeah. Well, what is that gold fringe around that flag? Why is that on there again? I'm just curious, So.
Well, that's what I've heard, that represents you're now on board a ship.
That's what I've heard too as well, right?
Maybe you can get somebody to find it. Also, that Davy Crockett letter you sent me, please post that. Let me do a quick intro to that when you're ready.
Yes. You tell me when. We'll do it now if you like. Or okay, yeah, that'd be good if you can promote Ken Hovind. I'll just title it "Ken Hovind Speaks About Davy Crockett," and I think that everybody needs to read that. That was I think it's not as popular as it needs to be, but for a few folks, people do read it. But let me stop. I'm gonna stop.